Welcome, everyone. Good morning.
Welcome.
To
Oh, production, please tweet the link and
tweeting
post the
now. I
link.
had a draft ready, so I was prepared.
Me too. I have my draft ready. And I just want to say so it's on the record. I watched the Traitors finale. I thought it was great, but do not spoil Hayden in the chat, please. He
Thank
has
you.
not watched. Don't spoil
Hayden
Hayden.
has
But
1 second to make me co-host, or I will spoil it for the entire stream.
Listen, Allison, this is what happens when you're late. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is what happens when I prioritize watching the Traitors, so I don't get spoiled, Hayden.
Well, it's literally physically impossible for me to watch the Traitors before I get.
That sounds like a you problem, though. But thank you so much. I'm not going to spoil it now. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you.
okay. Glad that's cleared up. But yes, anyone that's tuning in, thank you so much for coming. We are just gonna start breakfast.
Welcome in. Welcome to breakfast. Hello.
Hi. Oh my God.
Hi.
Who else is here?
Okay. I think it's. Oh.
Oh my God. Okay. He's freaking out. I'm nervous. Because there's like.
Wait. I need to change my name. I always forget to do that.
How many people are left in the game? I'm there. I mean, look at
It's dead.
Jayla cheered 100 bits. Said, "Yay, Arena is here." Thank you, Jayla.
Jayla.
Kayla.
This is their record.
Andrew cheered 50 bits. Said, "Yay, Carla is here."
Hey, Mike.
Hello. I am so surprised I am here. Oh my god. Holy shit. I really thought I was gonna be killed. My god. Okay.
What's up, guys?
Hey. What's up?
It's so good to see you guys. All right.
I need a drink.
Oof.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yay.
Good to see you all made it through the night.
Yo.
I was late with my breakfast.
Oh my God. What is that?
And those scallops?
They're quiches.
Oh.
What's up, Stu?
It's like
Hey.
microwave
Hi.
oven.
Congrats, everyone. Exciting.
Congrats.
So,
I'm nervous tonight because I actually have real thoughts to say with like real evidence.
Yeah.
So I'm very nervous.
this
It's-
feels a
it's
little
not the
manic
same.
of you. Feels a little manic of you.
I'm going to eventually
We're gonna
say
wait
it
for
very
everybody?
calmly. I'm going to say it very calmly. I will only say 2 names, and I believe based on behavior, they look different. They're sitting differently today. Things they have done in this game. I believe 2 people are traitors.
What's up, Leah?
Hi.
Good to see
How
you.
many more?
Hi, Leah.
How many people?
I think there's 10 people right now. And 10 people.
There were 16 yesterday, so there'll be 14 today.
14?
Yes,
I'm nervous.
there should be 14.
So who's left?
Mason.
I don't see.
Alex is here.
Alex.
Good to see you.
Keisha. So Mason.
Oh, yeah.
Keisha, Mason, or who?
Hayden.
Johnny.
Eden.
Hayden.
Oh,
Oh.
oh no.
Oh my God.
No.
There's Hayden.
What's that? Hayden.
Who's Hayden?
Oh my god, Johnny.
Yeah.
No.
Good morning.
Johnny or Keisha?
Or Mason.
Mason?
Oh, Mason. Okay.
Johnny, please. You better come on next.
Connie's like one I feel really it's not a traitor, but I don't know.
Keisha's here.
Keisha.
Keisha.
Johnny or Mason?
I'm going to vomit.
No.
Oh my god.
Holy crap, I thought I was dead.
Hayden, I'm ventilating you with your wine today, so we're both Hayden's with wine.
I'm like shaky. Oh my god.
Okay. Hayden, I'm about to come in on my iPad. I was just walking in the house, so I was just about to switch over.
Johnny.
It's Johnny.
Johnny. God, congrats, Mason. Oh my
Congrats,
god.
Mason.
Congrats.
Oh,
Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny.
That was a shame.
Stu has
I
something
came
to
in
say.
saying
who?
stupid things.
Wait,
Johnny was one of
who
the
was
people.
murdered?
Johnny was murdered.
Johnny was one of the two people I thought was a traitor, so I'm an idiot, and I'm not going to be giving any theories.
But we'll wait.
Andrew cheered 50 bits.
I have thoughts
right now.
Andrew cheered 50 bits, said death to all traitors. Thanks, Andrew. Well, Stu, were you about to say something? Otherwise, we're going to open the breakout rooms.
No, I should shut my mouth for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
Can I just ask something? And I don't know, maybe I'm crazy and maybe people are gonna think this is suspicious. I don't care. But can we maybe try to like not just all go to one breakout room? Because I just feel like the round table is when we're all together, and I feel like myself included, if I see 10 people in one room, we're all like, fuck, they're probably gonna say a name, and maybe it's my name or whose name. So I would just love if we could maybe try to spread out a little bit so people feel a little more comfortable talking, because we have round table. That's just a request if people don't want to do it.
I agree.
Should we do like number of people? Should like 3 people? How many people? It was 14 of us.
Well, I can't see who where. So
Yeah, I
I'm popping
can't.
in where I'm popping in at.
It doesn't. I'm on my iPad, so it doesn't tell me.
No, that's fair. That's totally
fair.
fair. But just like if we could try not to stay in rooms of like 10, I just would love to try.
All right, I'm going to open rooms for the shield vote.
Oh.
Sorry, I have breakfast
They
still in my
trying to
mouth.
make a statement. Okay.
Okay, so who was last? Me, Mason, and who else?
Shield vote rooms are open.
Alex
To the bar.
or no
I'm gonna
Hayden.
go to the lounge.
I'm like, okay, that's what we doing.
I
That's
made
what we
a
doing.
I made a list of
Wait,
who I think is a
I'm
who I
like confused.
think is a faithful 100%. Both of you were on that list, okay? And Johnny was definitely on that list. So and the other 2 people are Alex and Callie. That's who and Alex. And
Okay,
I think you guys are all faithful 100%.
I'm so sorry. I said everyone who voted for Mitch, I don't know, that's probably dumb to think, was a faithful. And then the people that was voting for Jesse, looking at you sideways.
Yeah. Yep. I kind of went that approach. I know SI did.
I don't know. Like, I just felt like I know he was annoying or whatever to some people, but I felt like definitely he was a faithful. So
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Not that I necessarily think that everyone that voted that way. Obviously, not everyone that voted.
not everybody, right?
But I agree. But I think it makes likely sense that a traitor would try to blend into the majority, but they also may not. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I think I have something. Okay.
This is for the shield, right?
Yeah. Does anyone want it in here?
Does anyone want the shield?
That's fine. SI. Whoever wants it, I'm fine to do anyone in this room. I don't really think there's a traitor. To be honest.
I don't know why, but hate it. Has anyone have like anything about him or not?
I listen. It's a question mark for me because all you do is be drinking. So I don't know. I
That's
haven't
my
heard.
thing.
I made
Like,
that
he's
good
very-
for me to
he's
say.
like- I understand there's faithful who like want to listen and do this and that, but when you're also a trader, wouldn't you want to be like, let me just?
I mean, I will say that what I will say.
Was all his votes? Was all? Sorry, I'm not trying to be in rude,
no,
Alex.
No, please.
Was all his votes majority votes?
Hold up. Let me look at my list.
I love that you all took notes.
All of
No,
who's
that's
No,
No,
Hayden was
'cause
mad at,
he voted for BJ.
Hayden wrote to BJ, and then Hayden wrote to Jesse.
Okay. I don't know. I just feel like that little
Mike,
like.
how you feeling? Because you was investigating.
I was.
How you feeling?
So I thought Jesse was a traitor. I swear to God, I was shocked when he wasn't. But I still don't think Mitch is a traitor, and I don't understand how he got all those votes because I don't know what you guys are seeing that I'm missing. I don't.
Did you watch
to me,
the last episode?
I did. It's just it's Mitch. It's Mitch's personality. I don't understand. But I do want to say something though. So if you watch the stream, Keisha said that she didn't get the shield. So when production announces it, if you zoom in on her facial expression, she looks at her phone, and she's happy. You can tell that she got the shield, right? And then when Maddox says he got the shield, she looks confused. She stops. She looks back at her phone to verify if that is correct. And then she looks up, and then she kind of has a smirk on her face. I swear. And I said it in the breakout room yesterday. I swear
Keisha,
Keisha,
do you think
Keisha
what does that make?
So what are you saying?
Yeah. Do you think she's faithful or?
I think she's a traitor because she's lying, like regarding the shield.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to like overthink it or anything, but I think that maybe Maddox was an original and then recruited Keisha and then had this fucking plan to like of Maddox going crazy, and then she took it as like you're expendable, like you gotta go. I don't know.
Really?
I'm still on Keisha tonight, but if someone has another name that.
See what's going on in the other room.
No, you go. You go.
I just would like to know why BJ was so like, oh no, it can't be Johnny. I hope it's not Johnny. Like 3 people before Johnny was eliminated. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I came in that moment.
did you guys pick up on that?
I didn't, but now that you said it,
yeah. It's kind of weird.
Was he
I just
saying
wanna-
right
I'll
now?
ask-
This is why I have to rewatch because I miss things or I'm like black out because I get nervous.
When I first jump in, I'm like kind of disoriented, and it started a little late today, and even I was nervous I was murdered. I was like,
He literally said, please tell me it's not Johnny, like 3 people before the reveal.
That's just strange.
I don't know. I just want to ask him. So.
yeah.
Like, why her specifically, though?
I think we're on the same page though with that.
I'm still.
Oh my gosh! Yay! I jumped into the right room. Hi.
Hello.
Sha.
Love this room.
Have you heard any
Okay.
names about the shield? Because
No, we all just said we were willing to have it in our room, but like no commitments or anything. But yeah,
that's kind of how I feel. I feel kind of, I guess, susceptible to murder tonight, and I would like it, but
I mean, I feel the same too. I don't like. I
don't need it, but I am nervous for sure.
yeah. I'm nervous every time. Like I'm not gonna get in, and I need them to stop leaving me to last. Like what the fudge? That's both what I.
Hysterical.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Please get your shield votes in as soon as possible. Get those in now. The time for discussion is over. Get your
Yeah, my
shield votes
phone's about to
in.
die.
We're missing people. Or is just my screen small? I don't.
I hope we're not missing people.
I see 14 people.
Oh, okay. I don't
There's
know.
less of us. There's less of us now. What the heck am I leaning up against? Oh, a hat. Like what happened?
I just want to thank Keisha for actually getting her vote in tonight.
You're welcome. I did it just for you. Just for you. had to hurry up and get off my phone and change to my iPad. I didn't want Mike to think I was suspicious again.
Well, I did watch your
Love
facial
spin.
expressions yesterday. I did watch your facial expressions when the shield was given out, and your facial expression said everything.
Yesterday, the shield. When
No,
the shield was given out?
no. When Maddox said that he had the shield. I'll talk about it at the round table, Keisha. I still think you're a traitor, but if someone can throw out another name, I'm fine with that. But I'm hooked on you.
I know you're always hooked on me, and I love it.
Not always. You know I love you.
I love that though. Just be hooked on me. Everybody should be hooked on me. It's a good thing. We're gonna put that on a t-shirt. Spin, you're my favorite.
I know.
I so predicted how this night was gonna go.
We have all the votes. Production, if you want to let the person know that they won.
Hold on, let me make a face so Spin knows I'm making my face.
Hey, I need to know right now. Hey, let my shit.
Right? I'm a good actress because it sold Spin.
So
it did everything I wanted it to do.
Yesterday, we gave you some extra time for the banishment discussion. Do we want that again today?
If we could, this is the only time we ever get to talk. So
yeah.
Okay. So
the shield has been given out. So if you don't see it, you didn't get it.
Okay. Breakout rooms are going to be open for 10 minutes then. And then you'll get the 10-minute round table after. So.
But can y'all split up? Can you do like self-imposed room limits?
Let's do 3 people per room. Or 2.
I'll try my best to jump around.
I will too.
Sorry.
I'll move around.
Okay. I didn't rename the room, so you're all going to go back to the same room you're in, but move out, spread out.
Move around!
Like, I don't know where your head's at, Keisha. I think obviously Johnny's been, and what do you call it, Callie and Johnny? If they Johnny really knows I'm a traitor. Like, if they were a traitor, they would not be putting out a new name and be so ballsy like that. Right. And I feel like it's like Mitch. I still have suspicions on him, because I don't know if you remember. I forgot what day it was, or maybe the second or the first one. Meaty kept bringing up Maddox must know Mitch.
Matt being close to Mitch, Mitch is very
died.
adamant. And he was very adamant. I don't have any connection to Maddox. I don't have any connection to Maddox.
And then Meaty ended up dying. I know earlier they were kind of like questioning BJ when we're maybe what was it before the shield? Well, we weren't really talking about the shield. They were kind of questioning BJ's like facial expressions, but I'm not really sold on BJ at the moment. And I'm kind of curious what suspect is a traitor now that it's not Jesse. Because he voted Jesse twice in a row, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have thoughts, Keisha,
he suspects Callie.
Mm-hmm. Mitch does?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's her because she's a traitor. I think she would do the easier move and do Jesse yesterday. Not bring up a new name. Unless I'm completely wrong. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
No, I follow. I'm tracking what you're saying. And Mason, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
The only thing on Callie that I noticed though was that one night she was silent, and then yesterday she had a ton to say. So that was just one thing I did notice on her, but maybe she just had an epiphany or whatever. But I did that did come to my mind yesterday.
And the one thing somebody said was if they're going after each other, it's probably 50-50 that one is and one isn't.
Yeah.
Even if we don't know which way it is, but there's probably something.
I'd agree with that.
To that.
Yeah, I feel like I need to hear from Mitch more.
I kind of want to.
In the finale, either way, use this as an opportunity to the people, 2 recruits are obviously going to be under the radar kind of people. And we're looking at obvious people over and over again. And I think that's a dead end, essentially. That's what I keep coming back to. It's these under the radar. I think she was the night 2 recruit. She's the most under the radar.
Have you noticed a change in her personality since
Callie? Absolutely. Between night 2 and night 3, the way she talked, she didn't talk night 2. That was the most suspicious thing for me. All of a sudden, she didn't talk at the round table night 2.
No,
Sorry,
she
I'm
was
just
eating
popping
it.
in. Are we talking about Callie?
Callie, yeah.
That was someone that came to my mind.
Did it
last
stick out
night.
that she kind of just?
I definitely want to hear what people have to say. I'm not sold yet, but I just was trying to pick up on changes, and that one did stick out to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna hop around too because I want to talk to more people about this.
Yeah, I think hopping around's good, but I definitely noticed that. So.
Like
I'm
I swear
not.
on every
I'm
motherfucking
not.
thing.
I'm honestly, I'm not.
Listen, I'm telling you what is happening, and if people can't see it, people need to rethink what they're doing.
So who do you think you're voting for?
I don't fucking know because
That's
I have to
the
think
thing.
about my longevity in this game. I know I'm gonna get fucking murdered at some point, right?
And so you don't know who to like say, because then if you say this person's name, oh, they need to be dead. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I understand the whole. Everyone thinks it's Mitch, and
Does everyone think that? I haven't been able to talk to anybody. Like,
Hey
I don't
guys.
know. BJ, what are you?
My faithfuls that I know that are faithfuls.
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking that we go Mitch. I'm gonna go Mitch. I'm just going right back to Mitch, dude. Is that bad?
no, that's fucking good. Because do you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to create other fucking target right
Well,
now.
I just heard randomly from Mike that somebody said or Mitch said Callie. So I was like,
yes.
And I have Callie down as a fucking faithful. So I'm like, we can't have that. We have to go. I think we gotta go Mitch.
I'm like confused of like he's been quiet the past couple of days, and we all know how Mitch plays. Mitch is not quiet. He's not quiet unless it's to people he's loyal to, and it seems like no one's hearing from him. Is not.
I think it's stupid. I don't know.
I think it's stupid too. Don't worry.
I mean, you
That's
could,
why I laugh
but
about it.
It's just at this point, I just don't think, even if you are, I don't think it makes sense because you're talking, and like, I think it would be much better to go for someone that is more under the radar and like.
And I'm totally not, but if I am, I'm a traitor's traitor, so I'm helping you get the traitors. So if I actually know who they are, kick me in because I'm clearly going after them all, and I know who they are. Like, hello, like that's just dumb. Like, obviously, I'm not.
Do you guys have a leaning towards the names that have been put up?
Not yet. I feel like I still need to hear from people, but like the round table for me is probably where I'm gonna make my decision at this point because I do want to hear from Callie because I haven't heard Callie because I don't even know if Callie knows her name is out yet. She probably does at this point. But I want to hear her thoughts. I want to hear from.
You're fine. Go ahead. Sorry.
I knew coming into tonight, either you or someone voting for me would be dead because I knew they would try to kill someone that would make it seem like I was a traitor. I knew.
Oh yeah, I was scared for my life.
I was honestly expecting you to not be here tonight, and I was going to be like, fuck, I have been working and thinking about all this evidence for Callie, and she's going to be dead. And then when it switched, I was like, well, I'm sorry, that gives me even more reason to believe that you're a traitor because you should be dead. I'm like, you know, like, because you were if I was a traitor, I would have killed you because you were leading the charge 100% at me.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be too obvious?
I mean, at the end of the day, no, it's almost like so obvious. It's like not obvious. Like you could look at it either way.
Sure. Well, I will just make the statement to this whole room that I am a faithful. I have been a faithful. I've never even been offered to become a traitor. Don't know what that message would look like because I haven't seen it. So, Mitch, I don't know about you. I really don't.
I know you don't know about me. Like that's like where you're at vibe wise. I also think I'm an easy target because I'm someone that thinks a lot in games and stuff like that. I knew I was going to be targeted at some point, no matter what. And I haven't gotten through an episode without a vote for what? For just existing, you know. And that's part of like that's me in games. I get targeted because of those kind of things. So I'm used to it. It is what it is. I think it's a waste of a vote.
Interesting. I mean, I think there are a lot of names. For some reason, I've felt DJ is not, but I would love to hear more about it. I'm not against it. To me, I came into tonight thinking Mitch, Stu, and a few other people have made good arguments for why it could be Callie, and I want to discuss those. I think it could be one of them. I also think there are a few other people that have been extremely quiet, and I hate that because I get quiet sometimes in games and I get nervous, and I don't want that to be a reason, but I played a game as a traitor, and I literally was so afraid to say a word, so I truly talked to like no one. So like I just know that that's like what happens. So I'm hoping that some of the really quiet people did, because those are the people that we're gonna start having to choose between, because like the really loud people are probably the ones gonna get murdered.
And like 2 days ago, I completely thought Mitch and Kelly, 100% both traitors, just based on feel. Then Callie gave me a reason, concrete reasons to think it, whereas Mitch got turned on, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
And I will say, I like internally was shocked that she said his name, to be honest. It was definitely a 180, which is I think maybe why I was so inclined to believe her initially, because I was so surprised, because I know them to be friends or whatever. So I was surprised, but I think you've made a very good argument, Stu.
And it's possible, again, if there are 3 traitors meeting and 2 of the traitors say to Callie, we want Mitch next, Callie's not going to be like, well, screw you. She's going to do what she needs to do. Mm-hmm. We're not dealing, unfortunately, with just one person, which is why it's hard. Mm-hmm. But again, I believe it's one of them. I would rather vote for Callie today, and if I'm wrong, we'll get Mitch tomorrow or whatever.
What do we think the votes are lying right now? Do you know?
I don't know. The only names I heard until BJ were Callie and Mitch.
Same.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 10 minutes is up, and now another 10 minutes has started. So, talk.
Is this the round table? What are we doing?
This is the round table.
This is the round table.
Is Hayden drunk tonight?
No, but I mean, I'm drinking, but I'm not drunk.
Okay, cutie.
If nobody else wants to begin, I'd be more than happy to. But
Peter, do you have clothes on at that robe or no?
I do not know.
I just want to say this, Hayden. I really want to hear from you at some point, because I need to know in my spirit and my heart what's going on with you. I'm sorry, but whoever said that, go ahead and talk.
I've talked to a lot of you in breakout rooms. I've jumped out as much as possible, jumped around as much as possible. I have been focused on what I noticed last night, which was an all of a sudden tidal wave kind of headed my way. And I started thinking about who had been recruited night 2. And I thought about how chaotic Matic was. And if I was a traitor, I would look for someone that's the opposite of Matic. And I would look to Callie, essentially, because she is the person that said, I've never watched the show before. She's not on anybody's radar in any way. I would recruit her night 2. I think she would have been the perfect person to recruit. When she was the one that kind of led the charge out of nowhere, I felt like that was a premeditated thing discussed with the traitors beforehand, that do we want to kill Mitch or do we want to target Mitch? I think it's easier to target Mitch and save the kill for someone else, just to be totally honest. So that all of a sudden it kind of clicked to me as what I was feeling. And I mean, I've said to you guys over and over again, I'll say it again, I'm not getting to the end of this game. I knew going in, whether I was faithful, whether I was a traitor, I was going to be looked at. I was going to be either killed or voted. I'm happy I made it this far. This is amazing. But I think voting me out tonight is a mistake, because there are still so many of you, and there are a lot of opportunities for me to be killed or to vote in the future. But I think there are a lot of unknowns, and especially with 2 recruits, these are people that you don't know who they're recruiting and what they're looking for. And I think looking at an obvious person is not ideal, because that's not who they're going to recruit. They're going to look for someone that you don't expect. And I also noticed a huge demeanor change between night 2 and night 3 with Callie. She was silent night 2, coming out guns blazing night 3. And that, I don't know if that was purposeful or not, but it was a definite shift for me. I don't want to monopolize all the time in the round table, but it's just, since we don't get to talk to each other, my brain goes and I just, pull things.
Is
and
there
I'm
a
like,
time
that fucking
limit?
meme I like from Sunny in Philadelphia, and that's my brain when I play these kind of games. So that's where I'm at, and I would love to let others ask questions or take the floor with any other thoughts.
Okay.
Callie, can you?
I can go, yeah. So I will say that the mood shift or the demeanor shift comes largely from the fact that the first couple of nights I was sitting back and watching because I had not seen the Traitors before. I watched an episode after night 1 and started to get the hang of it. So that is why there was a demeanor shift. I also noticed a lot of talk about the people who are quiet being suspicious. So with all of that going around, I'm like, well, I better stop being suspicious then and start putting my thoughts out there. I do know Mitch really well. I noticed a shift. I thought I noticed a shift in his behavior because we are friends. And so I put it out there. And this feels to me a lot like, okay, Callie was leading this charge against me yesterday, and I better find some way to spin it back on her. If you vote me out tonight, you are voting out a faithful. And I can promise you that. It would not be in your best interest. I am trying to figure this out. I've been talking to my DR the whole time about who I think it could be and strategizing and things like that. If you vote me out, you are losing somebody who is on your side. And I can say that with full faith, and I can promise you that. And that's really the only defense that I can put out there.
I think we're in a situation that we sometimes see, those of us who do watch the show, where there are 2 people up for a vote. It's almost definite that one of them is a traitor and the other one isn't. And I think it's just one of those scenarios where we need to vote for these 2 people, whichever way you want to go. I personally think that Callie is the traitor, and that is because the Jesse vote, being not vocal about Jesse, but if you think Jesse's a traitor one day and then the next day you decide that someone completely different is a traitor because you know that Jesse's already gone and you're setting up the next target being Mitch, that's traitor behavior more than Mitch of going Jesse, which maybe he's tricking, but that's what a faithful would do. They would say, someone's a traitor, I'm going to vote them out until they're gone. But I think it's one of them. And I hope I'm right on which.
Okay, so if you vote me out tonight and you find out that I'm a faithful, Stu, do you shift to Mitch tomorrow?
100%.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're going to shift to Mitch tomorrow, is what I'm telling you. 100%. You are going to shift to Mitch tomorrow, if that is what you're telling me.
Do some of the people who haven't talked as much want to talk, like Hayden and people? I just haven't heard Hayden talk a lot, and I think I just want to make sure because
yes, Hayden, please.
Yeah, I would like to hear from Hayden. I would like to hear from BJ. Yeah, those 2 people.
Okay, well, I'll go first, BJ, if that's okay. I think that with a cast this size, you're going to have people that are more outspoken naturally, and you're going to have people that are a little quieter. And up until this point, there's been a lot of conflict. And so it's been really easy not to just jump in that just for the sake of saying something. It's, in breakout rooms, I do talk. Unfortunately, Ingenious, you're one of the people that I can never seem to get in a breakout room. Leah, I hardly ever see you. I catch BJ every now and then. I think that's just kind of the way it rolls out. I don't think that just because someone's quieter or that they're louder necessarily means that, they're faithful. It doesn't mean that they're a traitor. I just think that, that's what we've dealt with so far. I'll gladly give my opinion if asked, and in breakout rooms, I do try to speak up and say things when, I think it's appropriate and when I want to speak my mind.
Really agree. I think that's totally true. I think it's easy to not talk about.
And because we have not talked in breakout rooms, I just wanted to hear your opinion because we all have a right to speak right here. So at some point, Everybody need to fucking say something. Period. Whatever the fuck you thinking, you need to fucking say it.
All right. Well, what I'm thinking is, I believe Jesse when I was in a room with him, and he was saying that Mitch's behavior was a little different than usual. I was in a room with Johnny, and she said the same thing, and they ended up being both faithful, right? So, there was two other people that were in that room that voted Mitch out as well, and that's where I stand right now. I think that as a group of faithfuls, I think we have to find out if Mitch is a faithful or if he's a traitor. I don't think Callie's a traitor. I'll say that.
I also don't think Callie's a traitor, but something I did just think about was, I said this in my DR last night, and I was like, if someone that was kind of going hard for Mitch got murdered, I was curious to see if I got murdered or something, because I was going pretty hard against Mitch, would that maybe put Mitch a little more clear? Because would Mitch want to kill someone that he was going so hard for? There's just something I thought about. I still kind of think Mitch is a traitor, but that's just kind of, and I don't really know that Callie is, but that was just something I thought about, because I know Johnny was one of the people that voted Mitch out, and thought, so would Mitch want to kill one of those people? I don't know, because it might make it a little obvious.
There was too many votes to make it super obvious.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. You're right.
Last night coming in tonight, I thought someone who voted for me is obviously going to be killed because it's an easy way to frame me. So I thought it was going to be Callie, and then when Callie wasn't dead, that made me feel even more confident and curious as to why she was not the one, since she led the charge.
But that would be way too obvious.
It would be. So I feel like
they wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that.
You guys are driving me insane because you both are really good liars. And
that's my thing right now. I'm literally watching both of you because I know it's one of you.
Trying to do osmosis, be like, just tell me, are you both faithful? And you're both just going after each other and you're wrong, and the traitors are just watching you go after each other laughing. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I feel like we decided to narrow it down to you two, when it's you both could actually be faithful. And the traitors are great, I'm saying,
can I just make this,
because we are the wrong people. That's where I'm at right now, because I'm just I don't know.
I think this is going to be a
point that so far we've been following a trend of voting out the person that we think. Callie has been brought up tonight. Can we stick to the trend, if we trending, of voting out the person who got the votes the last time? Wouldn't that make sense or not?
No, because if they're faithful, then we're voting out faithfuls. We got to make sure to look at everything to decide on whether or not
I'm not voting with Ingenious. I'm not voting with the group. If just because Mitch got 6 votes yesterday, I made it perfectly clear. I do not think Mitch is a traitor. I'm not just going with the crowd. That's not how I roll.
Okay.
No, I don't see Mitch being a traitor. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I don't see the evidence there. I don't see it.
And on that note, I agree with Mike in terms of, I'm not voting with the crowd, just vote with the crowd. If it makes sense, yes, but not just.
Okay, so we were just doing that yesterday, and just not today. Okay, got you.
Okay,
I didn't do it just yesterday because I really thought Jesse was a traitor.
I'm thinking about you. I'm just saying the thought.
Okay.
So then, Keisha, you brought up that we could both be faithfuls. Are there any other options? Because as of right now, I think Mitch and I are the only options.
Well, the other option I heard was BJ, and I'm not saying it for me, but I'm just saying you weren't the only options I heard in the room. But you're the two that people are focusing on, so I find that interesting. Everybody else is bringing up the other options that was said. That's why I said that. I don't know.
I mean, I was wanting to at one point. I was waiting. I'll be the one to say it now instead of him finding out through somebody else and then they getting thrown the wrong way. I said BJ's name. I'd rather you hear it directly from me than hearing it from the grapevine and it getting tossed around in a way that it shouldn't be. I simply said that watching from your mannerisms, it seemed like you couldn't look at the camera when the traitors were being revealed. And that I had noticed that when we were in breakout rooms together, that you didn't really talk, but at the banishment the past couple nights, you would have something more to say or you would chime in. That's it. I'm not saying you're a traitor, and I'm not saying you're a faithful. All I was doing was playing the game and bringing it up.
No, I get that 100%, but buddy, I'm a faithful. And the reason why, like, I said words at the round table yesterday, I really didn't want Jesse to leave, man. I knew that he was a faithful. So I'm in it for the faithfuls, bro, but I understand your reasoning. But,
and I'd just like to note, one of the comments we made while talking about BJ was, I was like, I haven't seen BJ take notes this whole session. And then right after that, BJ came in the room talking about his notes, and he actually is taking notes. So I just hadn't been around BJ enough to know that he was taking notes.
I took notes in a game with you before.
It's a huge part of
the conversation. This is why I know, that's like what I'm talking about, BJ. You take notes copiously. That was my whole point.
Hey, man.
You are.
This is definitely in my opinion.
Carla, can I ask Carla something? Carla, do you have something to say? I haven't heard from you either.
Well, right now, I know yesterday I thrown out Callie's name, but I feel like if she was a traitor, I feel like she wouldn't be as ballsy to, throw out, what's it called? Jesse's name. That's how I'm thinking. I know I'm hearing your guys' thoughts right now. I'm thinking it might be more Mitch, but it could also just be a setup, and this is why I think I love it.
I think this is going to be the vote tonight. This is going to be a very important vote tonight. To see where people lie.
That's where I think I told Mitch this earlier too when we were in a breakout room, that right now, like, I was leaning more towards Mitch. And
can I ask a question for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your hand if you think either Callie or Traitor, one of them is a traitor. Raise your hand if you think one of them is a traitor.
Anybody in this room could be a traitor.
Okay, hold on. Keisha, hold on. I'm talking about them too. So everyone thinks one of them is a traitor. So if we vote out, let's say Mitch tonight.
It's a win-win.
Hold on. Yeah, because if everyone's going to agree, so tomorrow we already know the vote's going to go to Callie if he leaves. Is that how we're going to play it?
No, because again, you asked if we think one of them could be a traitor.
Unless you want to be messy.
We still have to think about the murder.
We have to think about who's murder.
Right.
End up with no information.
Right, who voted for them?
Never mind, forget it. I can't even say a word. I'm done.
I just feel like we're noting how good of a liar both Mitch and Callie are, because one of them is lying. So why would Mitch, who's good at games, kill someone who just voted him and tell us that he wanted to be a traitor and was disappointed when he wasn't? Like, that's not something to lie about. Lie about, I didn't want to be a traitor. Like, if you're that good at lying.
I don't know. Maddox lied and said he was recruited and said no. So I mean,
Maddox another story. Like that's a different.
But Mike, are
think
you
we
raising your
gotta
hand because you want to
call this?
Oh, sorry.
I see the little hand, I guess, if you. But it's been.
Oh,
15
I'm sorry.
minutes.
I didn't know I had my hand up.
All right, then we're gonna call it here.
How do I take my hand
Because
down?
that's a fake hand. So let's vote now.
I don't know how to take my hand down.
You can leave it up. We're just ignoring.
I think it might be in reactions, but I'm not sure.
I put your hand down. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't even know I touched it. Are we
So
voting?
vote for who you would like to banish.
Thank you guys. You're all getting so good at voting fast. I love you all. You are all my children. And I say this to all my cast and they don't listen, but you all have to be my friends after this. Don't just abandon me. Except again, you, Alex.
I knew I was going to get called out.
I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali.
Oh, I just hope, if my name come up, I hope I get just as much of the protection that certain people get in this fucking game. I'm hoping. Defend me.
Bless
Defend
you.
my honor.
Please, bless you. I know that's a dog.
My
dogs.
I thought it was a sneeze at first too, and then yeah.
All right, the votes are in, Hayden. You can pick the order. I don't know if you're doing your little sex bucket or you got a better idea.
Not the sex bucket, but I do. I am gonna do that again.
Oh.
The Dune bucket is back.
Thank God.
Is that thing?
You had the names already?
Yep. Ingenious.
Mitch and Mitch.
BJ.
My vote's going to Mitch.
Alright. Alex, remember you can say why too, but just keep it short.
Yeah, I
1 second.
honestly. Oh. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah, go.
Okay. I honestly was very torn because I think there's actually really good cases tonight. I am gonna trust my gut, and I could be wrong, but I voted Mitch.
Keisha.
Yeah, Mitty inadvertently was pointing out that Mitch and Maddox had a connection, and Mitch was adamant that it wasn't true. And then Mitty died, so my vote tonight is for Mitch.
Callie.
My vote's for Mitch.
Leah.
I was on the fence between the two of you. I definitely think one of you is a traitor, but tonight I did vote for Callie.
Spin. Mike. Daddy Mike.
I was hoping to vote for Keisha, but no one wanted to. So I don't believe that Mitch. I still don't believe that Mitch is a traitor. So I can't vote for him. I'm sorry, but I have to vote for Callie.
Arena.
This was literally 50-50 for me. I kept changing my mind based on when one would talk versus the other. You guys were both convincing me. I have to go with my gut on what I saw in behavior, and I voted for Callie tonight.
Hayden.
I feel like both Mitch and Callie, your arguments kind of canceled each other out. So it's 50-50 for me as well. I did vote for you, Callie.
Stu.
I voted for Callie, like I said I would. When the votes started coming in on Mitch, and his face looked like someone who maybe is a traitor, so I'm concerned. But I did vote for Callie.
Carla.
I just need some clarity, and I'm voted for Mitch.
Saeed.
I just feel like there's more evidence in my mind, so I went with Mitch.
Mason.
I was very torn. I feel the same way, and I think there was great arguments between the both of you. It was hard, and I was getting torn back and forth, but I'm also going with my gut, and I'm going with Mitch. I'm sorry.
Mitch.
I went with Callie.
Is that everyone? If you're not voted, speak up. But my bucket, I think, is empty. Alright. Alright, I mean, I think that sounded like it was Mitch to me, but Danny can
It's
confirm.
Mitch.
Yeah.
It's like 8-6. Mitch to Callie.
I just want to thank production. I've always wanted to play Traitors, so I was really excited to play a Traitors game. And Keisha, I did not know Matic before this, and I will insist that 100%. But yeah, I was a fucking traitor.
Yes, of course.
You suck.
I tried.
I'm
my
sorry,
ass off
Callie.
tonight, and yeah.
I'm so glad I
Good
tried.
job, Callie.
I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Callie.
Mitch, you
You
did
did so
so
good.
fucking
You did
well.
so good.
I
You almost
almost
had
did.
you
convinced me.
You did really good, Mitch.
All right, Mitch,
you.
leave.
Thank you,
Don't
guys.
talk to them anymore.
I just couldn't, I couldn't understand, like, Callie's name never got brought up before today. And I was like, I was confused. So I was like, that was a big thing for me.
No, Callie, I was thinking I could have brought up Mitch's name last night because in my DR, the minute we started and Meaty was dead, I was like, it's Mitch. But I was like, Jesse has to go first. I'm sorry, Jesse has to go. Love you, Jesse, for watching. I don't care. But that was good. Good job.
hell of a fucking pitch from Mitch. Oh my god, I almost
We're so good.
Hell of a pitch. Hell of a pitch from Kathy. I almost changed my vote to Mitch.
It's the diversion. They were trying to.
You have to like.
He almost convinced
I'm sorry.
me. I had been convinced that he was it.
But what kind
Me too, Keisha.
I'm fucking dead tonight.
What pushed me to
I'm dead. I'm dying tonight. It is over.
I said I'm dead.
It was nice playing with you guys, but
I'm sorry, Callie. See, if people would just vote for Keisha, it would have been this easy.
Oh, Michael, you're trying to vote for Faithful.
I
That's
know.
not
Now
the plan.
I know, Keisha. I'm sorry.
At least we got a traitor.
Yeah,
and I think we all feel really good about Callie now. That's a win.
Until I'm not here on Sunday.
Hey. I'll kiss my fucking butt.
No
Callie,
way.
name a name and then you'll stay. You know who
Don't
the
murder
name.
me,
You know who
though.
the other traitor is. Just say it, and if they kill you, we have to get them. You know who it is. We all know who it is.
Listen. I'm telling y'all, it's the people that try to pick targets on other motherfuckers. It's super obvious. Okay? So when I fucking die, y'all better take my motherfucking invite and fucking run with it.
I love you right here with you.
No, can we have 5 minutes of breakout rooms so we can all debrief from this in our separate places?
I would let that happen since we are early. I would give them the rooms till 11 and then we can end it.
Yeah.
Can we please?
Fine.
I don't think Mike is here anymore, but I guess that's his loss.
Danny, you can also let production go to sleep early tonight. That's an idea.
Only 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Please, love.
We never get to talk.
Allison,
we don't. We don't have
you.
We don't have anything.
I'm willing to let Allison not come to the second Zoom if that makes her happy. But I'm gonna give them till 11.
Okay, I opened it. I didn't name them special names just because I have to rename them if I.
Yeah.
It's whole thing.
Ooh, I like number 3.
I'm going to 4. Kind of.
Feel horrible.
It's okay. No, you're okay. He's good. He is that good. Like I was like,
no. Callie, you don't understand. I had to hold my face because when you came out and were like out of nowhere, because I literally had heard Mitch's name and you were like, it's Mitch. I was like, I think it is, but I can't say anything now because I'm sold on Jesse. But I was like, Callie's right.
Wow, I had Mitch and I was like, you know what? I was so torn, but
it was Meaty dying
I'm glad
that
we
did
got
it for
him.
me because
When
I was
you
just
brought
like,
that up, that's
I was
what
like, why? I was like, why did Meaty die? And the only thing I was like, Meaty was. And last night when I rewatched the tapes, I was convinced. I was like, oh, they went back longer than it was even in my memory over the whole no thing. I was like, something about this is fishy. That's why Meaty died.
Yeah. Wow. Another one.
I was really so torn up. Like, I really didn't know. He put on such a good argument. Like,
I know.
he's a great.
I was
player.
feeling guilty. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to target Mitch if it's not really Mitch. I feel bad.
I know. I was.
What really
I
got
was
me
so
was
50-50.
when Callie, when you brought up how you were like, just like when you were arguing back and defending how, like, you realized some people like might get targeted for being quiet after, and you were like, maybe I need to whatever. I was like, that made me nervous because I was like, that's what I did too.
Yeah, same with me. I was
after the first night when everybody brought that up, I was like, well, fuck.
There was a lot of loud personalities and.
Sorry, I got like booted or something happened. I thought we were over, and I got like.
What are you guys thinking? What are you guys?
I'm thinking I'm gonna die. I'm thinking I'm murdered.
I'm not really surprised Mitch was a traitor, like, because I knew it was one of them, but
It was one of them, yeah.
going over the evidence, I just did see, like, Callie would have made a great second night recruit.
I've just really not trusted her in the past, and I just felt something in my gut. I was like, I really feel
What
like
if they're both traitors?
But that would be fucked up. Could you imagine?
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think so. I do think that.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying.
He's the kind of obvious. He could get murdered.
Mike, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. I thought we were over, and I left the Zoom, and then I came back, and like we're in breakout rooms. So what's happening? Is it like
We just wanted to talk. We just wanted to talk more because we don't get to talk.
Basically, this is like nothing.
I don't want to be nervous tonight.
Yeah, we're just debriefing so we can have more conversation. Nothing's happening.
Okay.
But I think I
'Cause
should
we
go
don't get to
spread
talk
information
outside of
before I am murdered.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I didn't know either of them that well because I played with both of them a lot, but
I was looking at
with so.
So people actually think. So you guys still think Callie's a traitor? Possibly.
Right now, I don't think so.
I say
I don't think so anymore.
a lot less suspicious.
Because I think it was one of them. It couldn't be both.
I just think she was being too bold yesterday to be a traitor. Like, there's no way. At first, I threw her name out yesterday before the round table, but then when I started throwing Mitch's name, I was like, there's no way. Like, a traitor, they're gonna try to blend in. They're not gonna throw out a new person's name that nobody's saying. A traitor would go for the easier route and go like with Jesse, who was already a target. So.
What about when BJ's name was brought up? What's your thoughts on that?
I haven't really been.
I don't know. His faithfuls are the faithful because my name is Faithful when I play the games of the faithful and I'm not a game of faithful, so I'm a faithful.
I haven't been.
That shit blew me, and I said, what?
Ingenious. Keisha does the same thing.
I do think would be a very good traitor. I do think. Keisha. I think she would make a good traitor.
So
I kind of felt
yeah, of course she would, but
I definitely could see that.
Callie,
Hi, Callie.
I'm so glad I trusted you.
Callie, you gonna talk your shit. Listen, what the fuck you gotta say?
Callie, if you are a traitor, please don't kill me.
Why would I go so hard against Mitch if I was a traitor?
Just like throw him out.
He was very.
Traitor against traitor.
Just out of nowhere. I think out of nowhere that early, I think it would have been so crazy.
He had me in a breakout room, and his justification was really good, Kelly. Just saying.
Because he's good.
He's
I know. I haven't played a game with him since Black Market 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, production.
Thanks, Prom.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you all for another fun night.
Stay by your DRs in case of recruitment.
Oh, hell.
There's a recruitment.
Jake
That's
just
true.
told us to go to bed.
All right. Thank you everyone who watched. Thank you all for a good night. And see you all.
Thank you all. Good luck. Don't kill me.
See you all
Hopefully see
Sunday.
ya.
Sunday night. All right. Good night, everyone.
Sunday night.
Good night.
Have a good night. This is fun.